Happy Saturday. Hey, Molly. Hi, Penny Finder. Hi, Rob. Hi, WWE3 Coins. Christopher Ty. Hey, Gina. Hi, Resin. Okay, we're going to hop in because I have a doozy of a week coming up to plan. So most of today, and I'm going to walk you through kind of my thought process on a really, you know what? I didn't even check. I think our mic's good. Sound is good, right? We're good with that. I think everything's fine. I'll re-talk again if if somebody tells me it's not. So we are going to dive right in with today's topic, and then we're going to go ahead and start planning this week ahead. Like I said, this week for me is going to be a doozy. This is a week where decisions need to be made, and we need to get the ball rolling on our next product launch, which I'm so flippin' excited about. So, okay, what we're going to talk about today is paper planning versus digital planning, because I totally get that some people are like, no, it's just more convenient to be on a digital planning system. And I'm going to kind of explain my thoughts on it and why I think that the paper planning portion is really, really important. So if you are following along and you don't have our planners, you are absolutely welcome to grab whatever planner you have when it comes time for that. But I also do have the downloadable versions of exactly this planning system. This is our weekly planner. I am going to explain how I fill this out, but if you want a digital download of this, it's just a few bucks and you can go in and print it out immediately. And then while I am talking about today's topic, you can print this out and follow along when we get to this portion of today's stream. So paper planning versus digital planning. First of all, it doesn't have to be one or the other. It can absolutely be a combination of both. And for me, my suggestion is if you want to have a digital planner, and I do think that having a digital planner in some sense makes sense, because when you're out and about, that might be something that could be helpful to you. But my suggestion and the way that I would do it, and the way that I did it for a very long time, is I used Google Calendar because it's on your phone, and that is what I would use for the broader things, birthdays, appointments, like kind of like future things. So things that I could set, things that I knew, like if I was at a doctor's office and I didn't have my planner with me, I knew that I could open my Google Calendar and I could see exactly what I had, what appointments I already had on the schedule, and when you can fit those other appointments in. So I do think that if you're not somebody who wants to carry your planner around, and I get that, then I would definitely suggest a calendar, a digital calendar. There's lots of different options out there for sure, but I still, with all my heart, I am a weekly planner, daily to-do list. I am a paper planning girl. I think it just makes more sense that way. But the broader things, the things that are set into the future, having a digital planner absolutely makes sense. So my suggestion for a digital planner, which I agree people should have, Google Calendar is one of my favorites. You can go with Trello. And here's also something that I want to say about being resourceful. Because I feel like either people don't know or they're just too lazy to look it up themselves. But Google and YouTube can absolutely be your best friends when it comes to finding things that can help you to, plan out your months. Anything that you want to learn, be resourceful. Have that coachable mindset where you can Google, go into the search bar and search for what you're looking for. So if you're looking for an app that will help you to plan out your month, or a monthly calendar app, all you have to do is search that. You can search it in Google, you can search it in YouTube, but just know that Google and YouTube can be your absolute best friends when it comes to resources. And if you want to know how to do things specifically, Google it. It's so easy. And chances are you're going to get a step-by-step of how to do exactly the thing you're looking for. If you go to YouTube, you're going to find a video of exactly what it is that you're looking for. And now with YouTube Shorts, you can even go in there and you can see short versions of what you're looking for. So those steps are even faster. It's amazing. So be resourceful when you are looking for things that you want. In this day and age, you can truly learn how to do anything and everything if you just take the time to look things up. So today's topic was, I was going to be resourcefulness and how important it is, especially in this day and age. You're living in the best time when it comes to learning how to do things. You can Google and search anything and learn. Okay, so now here are my thoughts on paper planning and why it is so very important. We look at our phones, our computers, our laptops all day, every day, all of your digital devices, right? You're looking at screens all day long. So when you have a physical planner, when you have something to look at throughout your day that is organized and it really leads you and reminds you of where you're going to go, and it is not in a digital platform, it is soothing to your eyes. Now, also, when you're typing on a keyboard, whether it's a phone or a computer, when you write things on paper, it ingrains into your brain differently. So you guys know, I rewrite my morning routine, I rewrite it here every single week. I rewrite the same things over and over again because it settles into your brain in a different way. If you think about when you just copy and paste something from, one line to another, that doesn't hit the same way. You're not going to remember it in the same way. And if you're like me and you're getting older and your memory is kind of starting to falter a little bit, and that short-term memory is not always on point, then writing things down absolutely helps that. There are studies, you can Google it. There are studies that show when you write something down, it hits the brain differently and it's going to be so much easier to remember. And again, when I am trying to create a habit, create a ritual in my life, I will rewrite it every single day so that I know that that is kind of seeping into the pores of my brain. The cells up there are getting that information over and over and over again. So really, the truth is, I don't have to think about what I do when I first wake up every morning. I don't have to think about that stuff very hard. It doesn't take a lot of brain power for me to remember because I have been writing it down every single day or once a week, but I write every single day down. It helps me to remember. Copying, pasting, you're not giving any thought to that at all. You're just literally copy, paste, copy, paste. That is why I think writing is so much more important. But the main thing is that you are giving your brain a break from your screen time. Your brain needs screen time breaks because you are looking at them all the time. You're always looking at the blue screen, right? Which is why the blue screen glasses have made a world of difference for me and just eye fatigue. And that all of that stuff plays a part in how you feel, your mood, how tired you are, your energy levels. All of that makes sense. Screen time is a big deal. And if you remember, or if you've ever seen or heard of people talking about how screen time, it drains you. And now in our phones or in apps, you can actually see what your screen time is and how much you actually spend on that. So when you can take breaks, instead of being on your computer as you normally are, most of us work from a computer or at a computer, whatever job you have, usually now, in these times, everybody's working from a computer in some aspect. Then you're going to take that, instead of sitting at your computer and, going from one thing to another and just opening another tab, still staring and looking at your to-do list, it makes sense that you're going to give yourself that little bit of downtime, rest your brain, Molly, from that screen and look down at something that you have written out. It's already ingrained, so it's just kind of a soothing thing. It's also why I have gone for black and white in my system. Always black and white, because you're going from a screen that is busy, has lots of colors. Give your eyes, give your brain a little bit of a break and keep it simple. And know that the most important things, especially the most important things right now, your daily to-do list, your weekly planning schedule, all of that is so important to be productive every day, and to have it in a simple system that you have created, that you have written out, is soothing to your brain. There are studies. I'm telling you. All right, that is what I've got to say about paper planning and digital. And like I said, and one other thing that I know, people are like, well, what if I'm out and about and I need to add something to my to-do list, or I have a thought that I want to add to my master to-do list. Well, if that's the case, then open the notes section of your phone, jot it down there, make time every day to go back through your notes. And if there are things on your notes that you feel now, and when you're sitting down being intentional with your time, if the things in your notes section should make it onto your to-do list, then transfer those things over. I find that when I have ideas or something comes up and I write it in my notes section, and then at the end of the day, when I go back through my notes before I close everything down, shut everything down, and I can actually now look at it with intentional eyes, with time intentionality. I can look and say, is that really something that I want on my to-do list? Because time has kind of, passed. So you can kind of think and absorb whatever that to-do thing was. So kind of like a catch for you, right? Kind of like a catch. Let's see. For me, resting from my PC is playing games on my phone. Such a bad habit. Yeah. Yeah. And again, that is also why people say that doing puzzles or playing card games even is so much better than a video game as downtime. Like do a physical game. Because if you're wanting the game, then play a game. But play something physical, not something digital. For me, and I love playing digital games, but I have a very addictive personality. So I now have gotten really good at catching myself, and I try to stay away from digital games because they sometimes can take over. I record what I need to add to my to-do list. Yes, voice memos. Here for it. Absolutely here for it. Hormones affect memory too. Oh my gosh, Molly. We need to talk. Yeah, that's actually a lot of, I am going through the chapter of life now where I am diving into all of that. These next couple weeks, I am diving into all of the hormone things and just trying to figure some things out for sure. Can get hyper focused on a game and just play it for hours and hours. Yes. Yeah, me too. And that in this day and age, well, not day and age. That's like my word of the day. Sorry, I feel like I've said that 1,000 times. I'm annoying myself. But in today's world, it is so easy to find really cool, fun games to play. And it is addictive. And you just want to play and play and play. Yeah. I have caught myself on a couple of occasions like, what am I doing? I should be going to sleep right now. And here I'm trying to find things to solve a mystery that is going to go on forever. It's technically never going to be solved. Because that's how games work, right? I'm out. Okay. So here is the deal. This week, I have some major decisions that need to be made regarding the planning system. What I will tell you is it is coming out better than I had expected. And had I rushed the process more than I feel like I already did, it has evolved into something so much better than I had originally thought. I am very, very excited. Rob, playing games right now, JK. Probably not JK. Probably not. So, okay. Digital planners. No. Paper planners. No. Organizational system. Time management system coming soon. We are not going to hit our Christmas in July date that I had originally had my heart set on. But like I said, I didn't want to rush. I felt like I started to rush things and I wasn't liking the decisions that I was making just to try and get something out a month earlier. My goal is August. Mid to end of August. This is going to just kind of at this point depend on manufacturing. But I just got the samples, all of the paper samples for our calendars. So I'm going to go through this and try and figure out inside pages, covers, all of those things. And these are the things that you don't think about when you're putting this kind of system together, all of these moving parts that I have to make the decisions on, and it is exhausting and exhilarating and so much fun for sure. I will tell you that I received and it was kind of a leap of faith on my part, which is what really prompted me to kind of stop a little bit, like hold the presses, because I got really scared that I had jumped too soon and I wasn't going to be happy with the product. And I had already ordered some clip folios in different colors, and I was so afraid that I wasn't going to like the craftsmanship. Like I had gotten a couple of samples, but not in all the colors that we ended up getting. But we got them in, and I will tell you, I am in love with them. And now that I know that we are good for our clip folios, these guys right here in lots of different colors, now that this was one of the main pieces, obviously, right? The look and feel of this and how the inside is created was one of the biggest moving parts that had been kind of up in the air. That is now finalized, and now I have the paper, so I am going to be able to finalize and order the calendars, because that is the third part of the system, right? We do monthly calendar, daily to-do list, weekly planner. Those three concepts are all you need. I swear to it. It's all you need to keep yourself organized every single day and manage your time. So I will show you the colors just because I can't not. I'm so excited about it. I'm also filming a studio vlog over the next couple days. So it'll be up this week sometime. And I will go a little bit more in depth, but I'm just going to show you the different colors because I'm very excited about them. And in the video, in the studio vlog, I'll go ahead and show a little bit more. But here is the blue. How beautiful is that? All of the insides are black. I kept the insides black for all of them just because, like I said, black and white. Keep it simple. It can still be beautiful and simple. That is the goal here. So, but we have color on the outside. This is the blue one right here. I'm going to save my favorite color for last. Well, that's not true. The second, no, I love them all. I can't even choose which one. This is the green. This is almost my favorite. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. And then I think I've showed you guys the pink. So beautiful. Black on the inside. We have the hibiscus logo is embossed here, and it is really, really subtle, which is what I had wanted because I didn't want to, like, this print is so beautiful as it is that I didn't want to kind of take away from it. But if you kind of hold it, you can see the difference in the logo. So you can kind of see it here. You can see it stamped on here, but it isn't like in your face. I love it. And then on the back side, it just has Live Happy label down here embossed at the bottom. And then we have two more colors. Well, three, because obviously black is, all black is, that's one of them. Look at the purple. Are you kidding me? So pretty. I can't. But I will be honest. This is my favorite. And this one was the one that gave me the most stress because I didn't have a sample of this color. I only had a picture. And you know how pictures are, it depends on your screen. It depends on their camera. If the color is right, you just never know. How classy is this brown? It's like a grayish, but it's brown, black on the inside. I'm working on presentation on the inside, but it's black on the inside. And this is my favorite one. And my taking the leap of faith and just ordering them without seeing them made in the whole portfolio, because I actually had this. I've had this one for a while now, but then I also had the pink one. I just, yeah. So anyways, those are the colors that we're going to have. I have a handful of them for now. We don't have a ton because, I had to pay for all of this stuff. But we will launch in August. That is my goal. As soon as I possibly can, that's the game plan. Now, I have several things, like I said, that I need to do. I made a list of things just on this sticky note over the last couple of days. Like, these are the things that need to happen this week so that I can get all of this stuff ready to go. There are a lot of moving pieces. And if you are a small business owner and you have created a product that needs to be mailed to people, there are so many moving parts that you don't really think about. And for me, packaging and branding, all of that stuff is so important. I love getting something in the mail that is packaged beautifully, that is wrapped beautifully. And I know it's just packaging. It's not a big deal usually, as my husband would say. It's really not a big deal if you have flowers on the outside of your box. I'm like, does though, like it does make a difference. So anyways, we have things that we need to make sure I get on my calendar this week. So I need to finalize the calendar and send it in for proofing. So I have a template that I have created, and I'm still making small little tweaks because here's me. Hi, welcome to my world. I can literally sit here and move this hibiscus 1/8 of an inch this way. No, let's move it back that way. No, let's move it over here. Move it over here. Also, why I just taught myself how to make these on my own, because I would be that, whoever that designer is, whoever I would hire to make this for me and have me be like, no, move it over this way. No, move it back. I decided to be resourceful and figure out and teach myself how to make this myself so that I could make little tweaks like that. The bad news is it takes me a little bit longer because I am so very particular about spacing and how I want things done that I don't know that I would want to work with me, to be honest. So anyways, finalize the calendar, send it in for proofing. I need to choose the mailer boxes and order them. Because obviously we're going to need to package these up in a hopefully pretty box. But I'm also now having a business mindset, which is not something I've ever really had to think about. But thank you, Rob, who is helping me to see the business side of things and be like, you can't have a $15 mailing box just because you want pretty print on the inside and out. So it may end up being that, you spend a couple bucks and you just have a craft brown box, but you create stickers, a pretty sticker that can seal it up, and that can be the branding part of it, because there are options there too, and way less expensive. So depending on the mailer I get, I'm going to have to also create and order big stickers to kind of seal it all off. I have a video course outline that is going to come with the planning system. I need to outline it so that I know what videos I need to film, record, get into a special website that you'll get the link. If you order the system, you're going to get the link to that. And it's just going to be kind of a super quick and easy explanation and more of a deep dive into how to do this. And then I need to film the studio vlog. I need to film the weekly video. I need to choose the next 5 weeks of my double D days for the next 5 weeks. And then I need to decide on a launch date. And once I order the calendars, that is going to then, I'll know when they're going to come in. It's got to be a Hail Mary at this point that they're going to come in and be perfect, because touch black, knock on wood, everything so far has been darn near perfect. The only thing, and it's crazy, the only thing that has been an issue is me finding these bands that I like. I'm a little particular about what I want these to look like and what I don't want them to look like. And it has just, I have gone through 3 different manufacturers they've sent me, but I'm hoping that I have a shipment that just came in, and I'm hoping that I'm going to like the ones that are in there. So yeah. Let's see. Hi, Gringo. Christopher Ty. Hi, Tanner. Hi, guys. I didn't see a green version. You missed it. You missed it. We do have green. Oh, this print. All the happiness. Every time I look at them, I do. I love it. I'm so excited. And you know, years ago, I wanted just a planner like everybody else has with the spiral, which would have been fine. And oh, you can't see them here. But anyways, I love this so much more. I love the concept of having replaceable notebooks. You can have different ones because eventually the line is going to have different formats, task lists, habit trackers. Like we're going to have options. So I'm very excited about this. I hope you guys are too. It's going to be amazing. And we will launch in August. I am 99.9% sure. Get this ball rolling already. And I cannot wait until like the logistical stuff is done. Like this technical stuff, decisions made, we have the product, and then we can just get on with life is kind of how I feel at this point. So I am going to go ahead and play some music. I will talk as I go and make sure that I am getting all of these things on my list right here onto this here, because I truly, this week is going to be epic in that I have to stay focused, because if I want to launch in August, and the next several weeks, then I have to make these final decisions. And I have been a little bit hesitant to make those decisions because the truth is I wasn't sure how these are going to come out, and I feel like they came out better than I thought that they would. I don't know what I was expecting, but you know, when you do something you don't have an exact answer for, and a guarantee, then you kind of start to go down that, ooh, but what if it's this or what if it's that? But no, leap of faith, let's get going. Okay, so what I do first is I am going to pull out my calendar, and I'm going to plug in all of the things that I know need to be done for sure. And we need to fill out this right here. So we'll go... Okay, music, please. And here's the other thing. I don't know how long this is going to take. I am just going to go through, and today I have to finish this. So it might take me 30 minutes. It might take me 45. It might take me 20 to completely fill this out, because what I've been doing the last few weeks is I just fill out the morning routine, the stuff that I know for sure, and then I'm filling out every single morning. That is not how this week can go for me. This week, I have to have set in stone time blocks. So I'm going to do that for the whole entire week so that I make sure that I am getting all of these things in. So I'm allotting myself X amount of time for these tasks so that I make sure that they get done, and know that I can't go to bed that night unless this part is done, because I'm not going to have time the next day to kind of wrap it up. We got to wrap it up that day. My wallet, and you're ready for your next launch. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate it. Okay, have a great tour, Molly. Have fun, have fun, have fun. Enjoy your white space day, for sure. Okay, music, and let's get to planning.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
Okay.
Even if the sky is falling,
I am using last week's down here because I love this for my scorecard. All of this stuff makes sense. So I'm going to continue to use that for sure. So I use this as kind of like a template. All right, so we have Wednesday.
Searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind. I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
Ooh, last day of 75 hard. Very excited about that. Oh. All right, that takes care of all of the things that were in my monthly planner. It is on here. I'm writing down now just my scorecard actions. And here I'm just writing out my goals that I want to make sure I get done. Number one, by the end of the month, and then also by the end of the week. And seeing as how this is the last week, these two technically kind of the same thing. So send calendar off. Choose mailers, schedule, video series for filming. All right. gonna go ahead and keep my wake up time the same. I'm debating on should I get up an hour earlier this week. No. No. I'm not gonna. Alright. Up and walk. Ready and post. Do my happy hour. And do the first wave. I hear Rob filming. His office is on the other side of the house, and I can still hear him. My husband is loud. I'm loud too. Our whole family is loud. I can't even make fun. Yes, Gina, that's what I'm thinking too. I am not the kind of person who can function on less than 5 hours of sleep. Ever. I am moody, no creativity, and all I think about is wanting to sleep. My sleep is important. So what I do, my morning routine, and this is what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, and I love it. It just makes sense. It has worked really well for me. And first I get up, I make our morning drinks, and Kai and I go for our morning walk. Then I come back, I drink my shake, I get ready, so I shower, all the things, get hair done, presentable for the day. Then I come into my office and I pack any orders up that need packing, and I go to the post office. Then when I come back, then I do my morning happy hour, which is where I read my vision and I can look at what's on my planner for the day and kind of prep myself for the day ahead. I know what's coming up. I can mentally prepare for that. And then I go in and I open up my computer and I do my first wave of everything, posting for the day, going into comments, DMs, emails, responding and replying. I know a lot of people say that shouldn't ever be the first thing you do, but for me, mentally, it makes me feel better when I can check those things off because I know that other people aren't waiting on me. And I am at that stage where some of those emails that I'm waiting on, proofs, estimates, things like that, I need so that I can determine what the rest of my day is gonna look like in terms of fitting more things onto my to-do list. So this has absolutely been working for me. I get up and I walk, I get ready, I go to the post office, I do my morning happy hour, and I do my first wave. And usually my happy hour only really takes me 30 minutes at the most. And then I just head into my laptop and I'm there for however long. And then from 11 o'clock on, I know that this is my time to knock all the things off my to-do list. This has been working for me. That might change once we settle and the system is done. I don't have to do any of the making creative type things like that, those technical things. Then my schedule might change a little bit and I might put my happy hour back and have it be doing the first thing in the morning. So something that I personally, this is what's working for me now, but it's going to change over time for sure, and it should. So it should accommodate whatever season of life you're in. If you have littles, that's gonna look a little bit different for you. You gotta find your own rhythm, and find really what's going to work for you. And you just have to choose things, see if it works. And if it doesn't, get rid of it, replace it with something else. That's what it's all about. That's how you create your own perfect schedule. And that perfect schedule is going to be ever changing, ever switching up, ever tweaking. So just know that. You're never going to have a schedule that works perfectly every single step of the way, every single day. Most of the times, my Fridays, I will always keep as white space because I want to know that I can plug things in that I might not finish here. I can get them done on Fridays. Saturdays and Sundays, I hardly plan anything in there because I need that space. Yes, the perfect schedule for now until later. Yeah, I love that. Okay, let's get in here. Now I got to decide what are the things here that are most important for me to do because I want to make sure that I get these things done. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to record the studio vlog on Monday. Because I know part of that vlog is going to be finalizing the calendar. I'll give myself 3 hours for that. That should be enough time. And that takes care of that. Send it in for the proof. And then I'm also gonna do video course outline. Give myself 2 hours for that. And here I'm gonna do studio vlog here. And then I have to decide on what I need to edit that to. So I need to add that in. So studio vlog will be filmed on Monday, which means on Tuesday, that is when I should do the edit for it. Edit studio vlog. I should be able to get that done within 3 hours. So we'll go 11 to 2. Let's be realistic. We'll give 4 hours for editing. Okay, that will work. And then Thursday, we will film weekly video. Okay, that works. And then here we'll edit weekly video vlog. And that usually takes a little bit longer. That and the editing is done. Okay. Then I need to do the D-days. Okay, so I'm gonna do choose D-days for next 5 weeks. 2 hours should be good. And then this day is going to be a D day, which is development. And then this is going to be a D day do. If you remember from last week, we're doing double D's, D days. First day is development day, all the learning, all of the finding the resources. And then the next day is going to be implement, do days, do it. Okay. I'm going to leave that open because I want to keep this. We'll see how much time it's going to take me to implement and do these things. Okay. All right. And then so on Tuesday, give myself a cushion for the editing the vlog. My edits take me forever sometimes. It's ridiculous. We'll do mailer boxes. Yeah. Mailer boxes and sticker creation. Okay. That takes care of those two. And I need to decide on a launch date. But I don't think I'm not going to know when I'm going to be able to make that decision until I send in the calendar template, which I will do on Monday. And then I'll approve it. So probably by Thursday. So I'm just going to decide on launch date. Okay. Ha-ha! And see? Everything here is accounted for right here. That feels good. I'm going to leave my development day and due days. I'm going to leave that open because I don't know yet which I'm going to choose to do first. I'm kind of thinking the customer and emails for my mailing list that I have. Like, you guys go to my website. Here, let's stop this now. So if you've gone into my website and it says stay in the know and you've added in your name and email address, number one, thank you for doing that, because that is where I will start to send emails periodically. I'm not going to blow up your inbox, but that is where you'll kind of hear the soonest things, get little sneak peeks of things. But I need to figure out how to do it. Like, I need to go in and know how to create all of those things. So that is what I am going to do. I think that's the first double D day that I'm going to do. I think that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But on Monday, I'm going to choose how I want to schedule that out. There are several things that I need to really take time to learn about and then implement. And instead of trying to do a little bit at a time of each, I've decided, if you remember from last week, that I'm going to take one topic, 1 week, learn it, implement it, move on to the next thing. So that is what we will kind of decide now. Last week was my creating my calendar template, and I did that. So this week is going to be something different. And now that that's done, I feel like I can really schedule out those main chunks of things that I want to get done for next week. Is this annoying? Can you guys hear my bracelets? And is that like annoying to you, or it's fine, or you don't hear it at all? Let me know. Why do I have 3 voicemails? Oh, telemarketers. Jeez. Okay. I feel like a big weight has been lifted because we've got time to get all the things done that we need to get done. I still have a little bit of white space in here. Looks like if all goes well, I should be done with my night by 8 p.m. I don't hear the bracelets. Okay, good. Good. Cool. Okay. Any last comments? Look at that. 11:56. This feels good to me. I am very happy with this. Rob and I are spending most of this day outside. I'm actually going to do a workout today, my outside workout, instead of walking Kai, because I didn't make time for it this morning. Truthfully, I just didn't want to get super hot and sweaty this morning. But so today's outside workout is, I'm going to do a pool workout. And I found a video online. We'll see. I don't know how that's going to be. I can just be in there and tread water. But that's going to be fun. So, okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. The weather, the type is kind of blurred. Oh, yeah. And there isn't that much I can, if that's what you mean, like this. Does it help when it goes down? Is that what you meant, by the way? I don't know. But hi, Debbie. Okay, so thank you again so much for joining me today. I will see you again next week. Hopefully, we will have a launch date next week as to when these pad folios, the clip folios, the planning system is going to be available. But, oh, thank you, Resin. I'm so happy. So, yeah, I don't know what our topic will be next week. If you have ideas, shoot me a message. Let me know. Send me an email. Go into my Instagram at Charlani Everyday and shoot me an email and say, I want you to talk about this. And I can add that to the list too. But thank you again so much, everybody, for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.